book besties? Welcome back to another day of Bookmas. Today is day 10, and today I'm going to take you guys along with me as I read a lot, and I mean a lot, of Christmas books. So, right now, hold on. I currently have in my hands a lot of Christmas books, and I have my iPad with me as well. So, I have, first things first, I have Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I was thinking about starting this book during the Christmas time, and I think because it is set in the winter time, I think it would be a really great time to start this read. I also feel like I kind of want to go through the books that I haven't read. It's not that I have read Little Women, it's just because like I know the plot of the story and I've watched the movie time and time again. And I think like I already know what's gonna happen anyway, so I feel like I want to prioritize more of the holiday reads, such as Christmas books that I'm holding in my hands right now. So that's on Little Women. And then over here I have A December to Remember by Jenny Bayliss. So this book I got from my brother last year for Christmas. My brother and my sister-in-law got me this book, and it's basically about three different house sisters who are experiencing grief but also trying to navigate life after their father's death. And so I think this is more of like a literary fiction, women's fiction type of book. And there's also grief in here, and I don't know how I'm gonna go with this book, but it's probably not gonna be my number one book pick for this vlog. I don't know, we'll see. And then I have The Christmas Wish by Lindsay Kelk. I am actually currently reading this right now as we speak, and in this book, it follows this girl. Her name is, I forget, her name is Gwen, and she is back home with her parents for the holidays, visiting for Christmas time, and she is stuck in a Christmas time loop, a Groundhog's Day set in Christmas, if you will, and she's basically trying to um get her way out of this time loop during the Christmas time by granting everybody's wishes. And yeah, it's hilarious. If not, it's very comedic and it's funny. I've found myself literally laughing while I'm reading this book because some things that happen in this book are pretty crazy and it made me laugh. So it's an enjoyable read so far. And then on my iPad, I have my Kindle app and I've downloaded a couple of Christmas books, including Along Came Holly by Cody Hall. And then another one is The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. So it's about the two twin sisters who swap places during the Christmas time so that they can help each other figure out their problem. So that's more of a women's fiction, and it focuses more on the sisters rather than the romance. And I think that's right up my alley because I just want silly, cheesy, cute, funny books to read during the Christmas time. And I think it's gonna be an enjoyable read. So right now I still have under 100 pages left of the book, so I think I'm gonna just go ahead and continue reading this book, finish it up, and yeah, we'll see what I pick tomorrow. Right now, I am about to start a new Christmas book, a new holiday book, and that is either going to be I have two choices to make. Either I'm going to start reading Along Came Holly by Cody Hall, or I will be reading, oh gosh, I don't know which one I want to read. Or I think the other one is The Holiday Swap, is it? With the two twin sisters who swap places, swap lives. So it's between those two books, and I have both of them on my Kindle app. I've downloaded on my Kindle, so I'm either gonna start one of those books, but I don't know if I've already said this before, but in previous video, I did read The Christmas Wish by Lindsay Kelk, and I think it's a very humorous book. I think I am very much here for the comedy of the book. It is so unserious because it is Groundhog Day set during the Christmas times, and it just goes through a series of days repeated during the Christmas time, as we all know. And I think, as I've said in the previous video, I forget which video it's about, but I think Lindsay Kelk's writing is for the Emily Henry lovers. If you guys love Emily Henry's writing style, you probably will love Lindsay Kelk's writing style as well. So I will definitely recommend you guys to pick up The Christmas Wish during Christmas times or the holidays if you guys love those kinds of cheesy women's fiction Christmas rom-com, I guess. You could say there's a little subplot of romance in there, but most of it I feel is more towards women's fiction than it is romance. So I really like that. And then, as I said, next on my radar is either going to be Along Came Holly by Cody Hall, or it's going to be The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. So I'm in between deciding which book I want to read next because The Holiday Swap is about two twin sisters. It's kind of giving The Princess Switch meets a baking show. That was I remember I had a period in my life where me and my mom would watch TLC and there would be baking shows on there, so we really like to watch that. So it's kind of like The Princess Switch meets a TLC baking show. And then I think there's also a little bit of subplot of romance as well in that book. And then there's also Along Came Holly, which is your typical grumpy sunshine Christmas people. One of them is a merry holly jolly Christmas person, and the other is a full-on Grinch. So I guess opposites do attract in that book. We all know how it goes with romance books, but I think I might lean in towards reading Along Came Holly just because I want a little bit of romance, and then we'll slide into another women's fiction, which will be The Holiday Swap. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that book right now. Hello guys, so a little bit of update on my reading holiday books. I'm currently still reading Along Came Holly. I am 44% through the book. I'm reading it on Kindle, so 44% through the book, and it's going really well. If I haven't told you guys yet, Along Came Holly basically follows these two characters. The female main character, her name is Holly, and she's big on Christmas. She has siblings that were all born in December, and it makes them like this merry and bright family who loves Christmas a little bit too much. And she has a YouTube channel, so she's an influencer. She has a YouTube channel called The Adventurous Elf, and basically she just has like this alter ego that is an adventure elf. She does pranks and stunts and whatnot on her YouTube channel, and she's trying to navigate the switch to a new style of videos. Like, she doesn't want to be the adventurous elf anymore, and she just kind of wants like a little bit like a chill and down low profile on herself and not the adventure elf. And then you follow the male main character. His name is Declan, and Declan is not much of a Christmas person. He despises Christmas. He doesn't like Christmas. He's basically the Grinch. But a little thing or two, a few mishaps, if you will, Holly decides to prank him with decorating his place with a lot of like Christmas stuff and whatnot, and then it just kind of sets off prank wars between the two of them. So both of them are pranking each other and whatnot, and then we find out that they have like underlying tension between them. Like, they're too busy hating each other, but they really have something for each other, some feelings for each other here, and it's just like we're just waiting for it to crack, honestly. So 44% through the book. I'm loving it so far. A little just like Christmas read, nothing too crazy, nothing too, you know, not a heavy read at all. So I'm enjoying this book so far. And as I said, 44% through the book. I will give you guys more updates later. Hopefully I can finish it before the month ends. Today's November 29th, so I'm hoping that I can finish it before December. So I'll give you guys updates on Along Came Holly later. Hello besties. It has been a while since I've given you guys updates. It's been a week, I think. A week or two, to be honest. We'll start off with a couple of updates. First and foremost, the last time I left you guys, I got very, very sick, as you guys probably have heard me say in a couple of videos prior to this one. I was super sick, and all I did the entire time I was sick was read on my Kindle. And the thing is, I think the last time I recorded was I was finishing off Along Came Holly on Kindle. So I finished. I'm opening the app on my phone. Hold on. Okay, so I finished. I have finished 3 books since. I can't even remember. I feel like I can't even remember what I read. Let me open my Goodreads real quick. Okay. Okay, so the last time I filmed a video was when I was finishing up Along Came Holly, and I finished that on November 30th, and I rated that book a 3.5 stars because I think it is a very sweet, cute little rom-com for Christmas, and it was just that plain and simple. It was very cute and I enjoyed it. I am looking forward to reading more books by this author during the Christmas time because it was just that cute and I loved it. And I said it before, I didn't know that this book was actually the 3rd book in an interconnected standalone series, I guess. So I'm looking forward to reading more of her books next year during Christmas time, which is so crazy. I cannot believe I will be reading more books next year. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for that. And then right after finishing Along Came Holly, I started another Christmassy read, and I read The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox, which is The Princess Switch with Vanessa Hudgens mixed with a reality baking show. That's literally the whole plot of the book, and I absolutely loved it. It is more towards women's fiction than it is a rom-com, I guess, because it focuses more on the twin sisters, and I actually really enjoyed that, and I gave that a 3.5 stars as well. So I finished that book in a week, and then right after I started reading If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. That was a random pick, and I did not know it was going to be that sad. I did not cry though. And I think I did mention it in one of my videos that reading If He Had Been With Me was kind of like reading a 16-year-old's diary. If the writing style feels that way, I think it is intentional, and I actually enjoyed it. And then there's also the sequel to If He Had Been With Me. Not the sequel, I guess, but another book in the male main character's point of view. And it came out this year, I believe, the beginning of this year, and I don't know if I want to pick that book up. A lot of people said that we really didn't need that, so I don't know if I want to. I'm scared because I think that the book was like, it made me feel, when I finished the book, it kind of made me feel a little bit dark and sorrowful. Is that the word? It just made me feel very mellow and sad, and I don't know, I don't want to feel that way right now. So that's that. And then right now I am currently reading Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I am around 40% into the book, and honestly it's not what I expected. First and foremost, it's not what I expected, and it's not my taste, honestly. So I can't say that I'm enjoying the book, honestly. I feel like I want to DNF the book, but at the same time I kind of want to just finish it off so that like I could say that yeah, I finished the book and I can give an objective rating. But like, oh god, I don't know, there's just too much spice that I do not care about, and I just feel very unattached. I feel very unattached to the characters, and I just don't really care for them, to be honest. But yeah, if I could say something though, I feel like I have completed all of my holiday reads. I finished reading all of the holiday books that I was intending to read at this time this year. And yeah, overall, I think at the start of this video I was reading, what was I reading at the start of, I was reading The Christmas Wish at the start of this video, and I really enjoyed that book, which was a Groundhog's Day set during the Christmas time was very funny, in my opinion. And then after that, I started Little Women, but I stopped in around chapter 2 or chapter 3 because I was just not in the mood for that. And then I started Long Game Holly. I just talked about that, and then I completed that and started another Christmas book, which was the Holiday Swap. And then, yeah, if you had been with Monthly, a bonus read anyways. And Icebreaker as well is a book that was on my December TBR, but kind of is overhyped in my opinion, and also it did not live up to my expectations. But that's just my opinion, and it's fine. I think I'm finding more things that I like and don't like in books, and I feel like the spice in Icebreaker was just unnecessary in my opinion. Like, we can go into depth with other things, and I feel like between the female main character and the male main character was very insta-lovey, and I did not like that, and just very lustful. Did not like that at all. So yeah, those are my thoughts and my opinions on my holiday reads / my December reads. And yeah, that is the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.